G'day, in this tutorial I'll take you through the process of removing and replacing a broken spoke in a bike wheel. Depending on which side of the wheel the spoke is anchored to, you might need a number of tools: a spoke key, some waterproof grease, a chain whip and cluster remover, and a cleaning rag. If you need to remove the tyre, you should have some tyre levers and a pump. So, locate what side of the hub the spoke is anchored to. So if the broken spoke is located on the hub side, the replacement is fairly straightforward. In this case, the broken spoke is on the cluster side or the drive side of the hub, which means that we need to remove the cluster to remove the spoke. So once again, to remove the cluster, and we have a tutorial for that, is use your cluster remover and chain whip to remove the cluster. Take off the free gears and just lift off the cluster. It's also a good time to give the hub a clean should it need it. Remove the chain ring there, and we can then take out our loose end of the spoke. Take note of the direction that the spoke goes through the hub. In this instance, the spokes go from the inside, then outside, and alternate on their way around the hub. Just slide out the broken spoke end. Now, if the spoke nut is reusable, okay, or it's the same as the spoke that you've purchased, then we don't need to remove the tyre and put in a new spoke nut. So we'll put the new spoke through the hub, and it does take a little bit of effort here to get it through. And thread the spoke through to where it has to go. So we'll place the spoke in the nut here. Take our spoke key, use the correct size notch, and do up the nut. Right, so now the wheel won't be back in true, so to remove the buckle from the wheel, follow our tutorial on removing a buckle. So now we'll follow the directions to put our cluster back on our wheel. So that is a little bit of waterproof grease on the surface. We'll fit our chain guard. We'll fit our cluster, taking notice of the locating notch. And fit our free gears here. Finally, refit the cluster retaining nut. And with the cluster removal tool, tighten up the retaining nut. And there we go.